Welcome. This is David Boles, Human Meme. Today's topic, interview with a ghoul. Hello, and welcome to David Boles, Human Meme. Our guest today on this episode of the Human Meme podcast, our first guest ever, actually, is a horrible ghoul running for office.
Such a nasty little hombre. Let me see your tiny little vulgar fingers before I test your passport and then toss you over the wall.
And he's sitting with me here in studio for an interview about life and well-being. So, my ghoulish friend, today is the day you've been waiting for. Election Day in America. How are you feeling? Will you win?
Well, Dave, may I call you that? Ho, 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 ho. Well, Dave, it feels really so good to be here. We had a long, hard election, and I'm waiting to see what comes out of it.
Okay, this is a family podcast. Please, no innuendo or gross ghoul stuff, okay? Don't make me mark you. Explicit.
Such a humorless little mortal.
Okay, moving on. You've been accused of election grabbing. And is there any truth to that?
What? I'm a ghoul. I grab cats and I eat them. Who doesn't? How do you get your vitamin D? Who do you think I am, little boy? Your mother? Fear me.
Now, you've had some problems winning the cat and kitten vote because they prefer witches to ghouls. But you also, more critically, tend to devour kittens for dessert.
Wrong again, monkey thumbs. Kittens get stuck in my teeth. I only go after old, broken-down, feral cats because they break better. I don't have a jaw, you know, so being able to gum them to death is important. I'm also the biggest lover of cats and kittens you'll ever meet. Believe me, the original kitty grabber, right here, big time.
All right. And what do you plan to accomplish in your first 100 days?
Well, in my first 100 days, I will do the following. I will make Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider Edition a national monument. Have you seen Daisy this season? She broke both her arms with the earthquake stuff. She's pretty tough, and I plan to have her carve her own face into Mount Rushmore with her vibrating fingers. Then, I'm going to make all ghouls members of the United Nations, so we can fix that ugly green marble square thing and make them bigger. Finally, I'm going to solidify my power with the coffee and tea commuters who want more taxation without representation.
Do you have any policy plans, like vampire taxes or werewolf welfare, or stemming the drowning bat tide of student loan defaults?
I think baby needs a nap. You want your nappy. You need your bottle.
Can you please answer a direct question?
All right. The vampire caucus is just biting me alive over the bloody blood tax. They cannot afford fang sharpening without a carryover tax credit. Werewolves will always be a problem because they come and go with the tide. Sometimes they're all up in their hair, and the next, they're just fine. So we'll have to means test their ability to howl at a full moon. As for the bats and their student loans, they think because they can fly with radar that we can't stop them from skipping out on what they owe. And they're right. They're greasy little beasts, and just a little too ugly to bother putting on a payment plan.
Your opponents have called you foul and ill-smelling. You were accused of hiding under the beds of small children to give them nightmares, just in order to scare the parent vote out of them. You have a long list of vixens and wraiths who have accused you of inappropriately touching them on the wind.
Liars? I'm suing them into the grave.
Liars? All of them?
Yes, all of them. Buy mausoleums. Invest. The price is going up as the dead pool rises. Hey, look, I don't even know a wraith or a vixen. I only hang out with dudes in the locker room, like the Grim Reaper and Sven Ghoul and Brad Pitt.
If you win the election, some citizens are threatening to move to Canada.
You whiny little bean buster. I ought to eat you and fart you right back out as dust.
Not me. I'm not moving. Why are you always picking fights with the media?
Oh, sorry. I won't eat you then. The others, why, I'll stamp their passports myself with my belches after eating them in reverse. Yeah, butt end first.
Now we're getting deeper into the scary realm of the foolish. You aren't terribly convincing as a ghoul when you just go so low.
When they go low, I go lower.
And with that, I have one last thing to say. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.